Now, the Gangireddikollu is a tribe in Bengaluru that is suffering due to lack of food as the country is under lockdown. Adding to this very problem, the lockdown has restricted the movement of the tribe and they have not been able to feed their bulls. Our reporter Prajwal Prasad gets us this ground report.
We are here in Gangireddikollu at Krishnappa layout, and seems like both the animals as well as human beings are suffering due to the deadly COVID-19 outbreak, and as the lockdown has intensified across the entire country as well, seems like the movement of the people has become restricted. So this is a particular tribe which is called as the Gangireddis, who basically own cows, bulls and oxen as well, and they go to house seeking for alms as well. And if you look at it, the human beings are suffering as well, and even small calves and bulls too are suffering too, because this particular bull calf is only 1 month old, but despite that, he's not healthy as well, and its mother has not been able to feed it too, because there is no proper fodder as well, and the grass has completely dried up, and these people are not able to take their bulls as well as their animals outside for grazing as well, because the nearest point for them would be the nice road, or else the lake near the bund near Gangireddikollu too, which is on the other side as well. We also have many of the people who are here who are sitting in large number, belonging to the tribe and belonging to the community as well, and the need of the hour is to make sure that both of them get food as well, because they have not been receiving food, and as they have not been receiving food, it is clearly going ahead and causing a lot of problem as well. Let's in fact go across and try to speak to a few people, but before that, let me also show you as to how the ground scenario is over here in each of these shanties as well, because there are 100 to 150 people in 35 to 40 shanties here, and you can clearly look at it that no sort of awareness is being created, and as they are in temporary shelters, we can clearly go ahead and watch that small kids are here too. Social distancing is not being practiced, but more than all, they are suffering with no food at all. So as there is no food, the suffering just goes on, and this clearly goes ahead and sheds light of the fact that due to the COVID-19 outbreak, they are suffering a lot, and in each shelter there are around 10 to 15 people staying here, and that is something which is definitely dangerous at this point of time as well. And you can look at the size of these shanties, all right. You can clearly look at it that it is becoming very difficult for them to stay here as well. But moving ahead and going to the other side over here where the animals are there, all right. So the animals are there, and the animals too are clearly going on and suffering too, and therefore looking at it, looking at these mute animals, the suffering only increases too, because there are bulls over here. You can look at it, temporary shelters have also been made for the bulls, cattle, oxen as well as cows too. And what happens with this particular tribe is the fact that they go from house to house trying to ask for alms, not only for themselves but also for these cows. But as there is a shortage of food and they have not been able to take these bulls out for grazing, the bulls are the ones which are suffering as well. So that is one major problem. But apart from that, let's also go across and try and speak to a few people, ask them as to what exactly is the sort of problem that they are facing, and whether they have any sort of food as well. We have one of them from the tribe. Let's go across and speak to him.
ಹುಲ್ಲು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹಸುಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ನಮಗೂ ತಿನ್ನೋಕೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ರೇಷನು ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟವ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹುಲ್ಲು ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ ಲೋಡ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಣ್ಣ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೆಂಗೇರಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ,
ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. ಅವು ಹಸ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. This is just one side of this entire story, and this clearly goes ahead and shows the fact that poverty was as it is affecting them a lot. But apart from poverty now, due to the COVID-19 lockdown, they have not even been able to earn their daily livelihood as well.
ಟೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದನಿಂದ ತೊಂದರೆ, ದನಗಳಿಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿನ್ನೋಕೆ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನದ್ದು ಊಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹುಡುಗರು ತಿನ್ನೋಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳೋಣ ಒಂದ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ತಿರ್ಗೋವಾಗ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ತಿನ್ನೋಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ತಾಯಿ. So clearly going ahead and looking at it, this absolutely, the situation absolutely looks quite horrible. It's heart-wrenching over here, because it is either the human beings or the animals over here. They have to choose themselves over the animals, or else they will have to choose the animals over themselves, and it has become quite difficult for them, and they will also have to maintain 30 children as well too. And this is a very difficult situation to be in, and these mute animals are dying, human beings are suffering without food as well. So this has put them in a lot of trouble because their movement has also been restricted. So will the government also go ahead and create awareness programs as well, and will they reach out to these migrant laborers as well as these tribes too, because that is definitely the need of the hour, and maybe some sort of help from the government would bring in a lot of respite for their lives which has been troubled. With camera person Ravi, Prajwal Prasad reporting for News 9, Bengaluru.